everybody, this is Miss K and welcome to Miss K on Postal. So you know what time of day it is. It's drinky time, you guys. And for you guys who are wondering what I'm drinking, this is actually Hunch Punch. Now, if I say Hunch Punch, and if you know what it is, raise your glass. For those of you who are not sure what Hunch Punch is, it's a concoction of liquors and some kind of Kool-Aid and shit thrown together to make a wonderful beverage to get us adults inebriated. Let's take a sip, y'all. No, baby, this ain't grape juice. Trust me. Anyway, welcome, my postal freaks. So today I wanted to answer some questions that you guys have posted to me in comments about a couple of things you guys have a couple of questions on. So I just want to touch on a couple of things. Some of these things I've already discussed with you guys in the past, and some of these things you have recurring questions on, or some of them are actually new things. So I decided tonight, while we sit back and relax and chill, you know, we're in the midst of the season, Thanksgiving done past, y'all, and we in full-blown season with all this Amazon and fuckery and mail and whatnot. And we should just take some time to relax and just answer some questions and be chill. Let's go ahead and do that. So one question I did get from one of my postal freaks was they are on their 90-day probation. And they called out for one day and they got fired. What should they do? Baby, I don't want to sound harsh, but your 90-day probation means you can't do shit for 90 days. For 90 straight working days or 180 working days, you need to be on time, clock your ass in, clock your ass out when they tell you to go home. If that means doing 12 hours, you do 12 hours. And you can't call out. So that the fact that you called out and you were on your 90-day probation, and I don't know where they were in their 90 days, if they were on their 7th day, or their 27th day, or their 37th day, or their 87th day. Doesn't fucking matter what day you're on, baby. You call out. Your ass is gone. That's it. There's nothing else I need to address with that. Probation means exactly what it means. It's at any job. If you're on your probation, this means you cannot be sick. You cannot call out. You cannot be excessively late. That's what it means. Next question. Now, in regards to a question someone else had asked me in regards to their EOPF file. Now, your EOPF file, you will find in light blue. So if you log into your light blue, you click on EOPF, and there's pertinent information about yourself, about your file that's in there. So one of the subscribers, one of my little postal freaks, said that they wanted to know if there's any information in there that they can see that they think only management has access to. No, baby. If they put any type of discipline in your EOPF file, you can see it. Management is not the only one that has access to that. If there is discipline that's given to you, they scan it and they put it in your EOPF file. Even if it's a letter of warning, even if they rescinded it, they'll scan it again and they say void on it, whatever they do. You have access to see that. So if you've gotten a letter of discipline in regards to something that went on, and it was scanned and it's put in your EOPF, you can log on to your EOPF file, sweetie, and you can see it. Don't think that only management has the power in regards to that. They do not. You have access to that, okay? All right. Now, in regards to another question someone asked me in regards to pertaining back to your 90-day probation. So someone asked in regards about insurance coverage. This involves if you're a clerk or if you're a mail handler. So if you just became a PSC or if you just became a 360 MHA, you have, I believe, 180 days or 90 days to sign up for your insurance. Now, I know in a lot of cases, they're not telling you guys what you have available to you in regards to what you can get. Dental, vision, health. And I said this before in another video that yes, you have access to insurance. Now, I know with the mail handlers and with the APWU, we have our own separate programs and policies for medical, dental, and vision through our unions. But you don't have to get that. You can get what the post office offers themselves. If you're not sure, ask one of your union reps, your APW union rep, your mail handling union rep in regards to that. Also, too, you can also contact human resources, and then you can speak to someone in human resources in regards to what is being offered to you. So they will tell you what insurance you have available. They'll give you the code. They'll tell you how to sign up, because when you sign up for your insurance, you actually go through Light Blue, and you have to sign up for it through Light Blue. But they can assist you with all of that, honey. Don't think because you just got hired, you don't have any coverage. You do have coverage. Trust me. Now, also, just a little tidbit for you guys, because it is the holiday motherfucking season. We as federal employees, we as postal workers have so many programs available to us that we can use if you need a little extra money for the holidays, okay? So I know for my newbies, you may or may not know what these programs are. My old time postal freaks, y'all better know these motherfucking programs. So let me go ahead and list them. If you need a little extra money, you have BMG money. Now, BMG money is a fucking lifesaver. Baby, Miss K done used this way too many times because I needed the shit. BMG money is specifically for federal employees, right? You can use it to get money when you need money, and it comes out through allotment. So if you don't even see it come out your check, so if you need a quick stat, you need 1,500 or whatever, you go through BMG money, you go on their website and you fill it out, and they'll ask you these questions: how long you've been working, what's your position, which federal agency you work for, and it'll tell you what you qualify for. The longer you've been an employee with the Postal Service, the more money you get. Okay, so you have a set amount, and that gets paid off. When you pay it off, they'll raise you to another amount. A lot of us who use BMG, we use it sparingly. We use it when we need it. It's like a fallback, because it's something you can always go to, and they deposit maybe right into your bank account, and you're good to go. Okay, all right. Now, if you need to do some shopping, and you don't really want to spend all your bread, but you want to go a little extra this year, but you don't want to dip into other funds, and you already doing overtime, and you're really not trying to kill yourself, go to Purchasing Power. PurchasingPower.com. Purchasing Power is also for federal employees, right? Because you go on there, you sign up, and you can just buy shit. I am so notoriously bad for Purchasing Power, baby. Something coming to my house every week from them papers. You go on there and you can order whatever. TVs, radios, baby, they got PS5s right now too. Yeah, they do. Whatever you want, jewelry, whatever, clothes, purses, whatever. And once again, they go ahead and they take it from your allotment. So you set up the payment of whatever you bought, and it comes out of your allotment. So once again, you can do it and nobody has to see it. You don't feel it if you're working, and it comes out, and once it's paid off, that's it. Once again, it's based on how long you've been with the Postal Service, how many years you have been, determines what amount you get to spend, okay? Remember, the longer you're there, the more you get. Also, another one for you guys, just give y'all a little tidbit, is perpay.com. Perpay is another program for us where you can go shop. You can buy whatever, baby. Perfume, purses, shoes, clothes, washers, dry. Baby, you can buy tires. You can buy tires. You know, tires, and y'all know how much tires cost. Same thing, go in there, fill it out, however long you've been with the Postal Service, it will go ahead and it will determine how much you get based on how long you've been there. Now, for my newbies, you got to be with the Postal Service over 6 months. So don't think because you just got on, you can apply for it right now. I have to say, I'm sorry, it doesn't work that way, because they rather you be almost a whole year, or if not a year, with a lot of these programs so that you can get it. They want to make sure that your ass is actually going to stay. But if you've been here more than 6 months or even over a year and you've never heard of these programs, baby, use them. You may not need it, but it's always a fallback. You can always use it whenever you need it. And a lot of us do. And one more final one that you guys can use is called Cashable. Go to Cashable.com. It's the same thing as BMG Money. It works for federal employees as well. You fill that information out based on how long you've been working with the Postal Service. They determine how much you qualify for, and then they'll send you the money, direct deposit into your bank account wherever you want it, and you pay it back through your allotment. Easy motherfucking peasy. Okay? All right. Now, let's move on to something else. Now, in regards to another question that I was asked, one of my postal freaks was concerned that they're working in a section with a supervisor who they feel is picking on them. That no matter what they do, they're constantly berating and just humiliating them and making their life a living fucking hell. And because they are an MHA, but they've passed their 90 days, they just want to make sure that their job is secure and that they don't do anything that they consider out of turn. Now, you know I spoke on this bullshit before. I have a fucking problem with these supervisors, 204Bs, whoever the fuck they are, thinking that because they have a chip on their shoulder, they can go ahead and talk to people any old fucking kind of way. That's not how this shit works. Now, if you're having this same problem where you're located, okay, remember what I told you guys before. The first step that you need to do is that you need to make management aware, upper management. Fuck that supervisor you're dealing with. Go above their ass. Go to their MDO. If that MDO is not assisting you, then you need to request a meeting if you're at a plant with the plant manager or someone else at your facility that is higher up that you need to talk to. Usually at your facility, they're supposed to have, and I say supposed to have one person in particular that will deal with these type of issues, with harassment, stuff like that, before you go and file an EEO, because this will take care of it in-house. If you go to this person does not address you, I need you to backtrack and go to the union. The union is not who you go to first, but the union is who you're going to go to after you notify everybody of what's going on, okay? Now, in regards to that, if you're not getting anywhere with management, hell, if you're not getting anywhere with the motherfucking goddamn union, then take your ass and get an EEO, okay? Now, if you feel that this is some type of vendetta, some ongoing shit, what I want you guys to do, if this is happening to you, write this shit down. Every time this person addresses you that's out of turn, make a notation, make a list, put it on your notepad or your phone, write it down. I don't care, because at the end of the motherfucking day, when shit does hit the fan, you have documentation. Hey, give it to the union. Make sure they put it in your file. And if it has to go outside of it, you feel that you need to get a lawyer, baby, you do this. Get you a fucking lawyer. Because the one thing that should not be tolerated, and we're supposed to be a zero tolerance workplace, you get it, zero tolerance, whatever. They cannot be harassing you for no particular reason. And we all motherfucking know that some of these people are dicks. The employees are already dicks, but the supervisors are way worse dicks. Okay? All right. Now, also, one more final thing I'm going to address, because someone did ask me a question in regards to this, and that's in regards to if you are in a particular craft and you decide to switch crafts, do you keep, number one, your seniority, and number two, do you keep your pay? Now, let me address this. So let's say I'm a mail handler, right? Which I am. And I decided I don't want to do this mail handling shit no more. This shit for the birds, I don't want to do it. And I decided I wanted to change my craft. And I became a clerk. So I applied, got a clerk position somewhere, and I became a clerk. Now, what happens is, of course, yes, I would lose my seniority, right? I would lose my seniority where I was as a mail handler, because now I'm going over to the clerk craft. So now I have to go onto the clerk list based on when I became a regular. So you don't know when you become a clerk where you're going to be located on that list, because it could have been 6 or 7 other people who might have got converted as a clerk at the same time you might have got converted as a mail handler. So you're going to get fit in that list somewhere. That's where your seniority goes. So yes, you will lose seniority, but your pay as a mail handler stays the same when you cross over. So let's say you're a level 5 mail handler. You will still be a level 5 mail handler at your pay rate. Now, because clerks make more money than mail handlers, you may see a difference in regards to what your level is. Because remember, clerks are not level 4s like mail handlers are, right? Mail handlers are level 4s when we get converted. You become a level 5 if you have a pit license and stuff like that. Now, the money will be different because, of course, you're going from technically a craft where you're already low level to a craft where you're high level. So you might get a little bit more money. Now, where it's the reverse is if you're a clerk and you decide to become a mail handler. Now, a mail handler, once again, is a higher level than a mail handler. So if they decide to become a mail handler, they still keep that level. They still keep that level of pay becoming a mail handler. This is also the same for if you're a custodian or if you're a maintenance person and you go to another craft, you're going to keep your same level, especially at however long you've been there. If you've been there 10, 12 years in that particular craft and you're at a certain level, that's what you're going to keep when you cross over to another craft. Your seniority may get lost, but your pay, baby, your pay won't. So just was answering a couple of questions for you guys tonight. You know, I feel a little easy breezy, you know, feeling silky and whatnot. Got my little hunch punch. I just want to answer a couple questions for you guys because I know y'all been asking. And I know sometimes Miss K be busy and I try to answer all y'all questions. If you have any other questions that you want to ask me, anything that's concerning you, anything that's bothering you, put it in the comment section and I will try to get answers to those. Because you know, I live for my postal freaks. You know, I love y'all, and especially when it's drinky time. So always remember my postal freaks. Love and light. Peace.